We're getting into Street Spirit Fade Out by Radiohead. And this is a pretty simple tune except for the picking pattern in the chords. There's only 3 chords in the song: an A minor, an E minor, and a C. But what I want to point out first is, for instance, when you're on the E minor, you're going to land your pinky on the 2nd string from the bottom, the 2nd string on the 3rd fret. Then you're going to take it off to sound the normal A minor chord. And then you're going to take the 1st finger off. And you're going to do that on each chord. Even when you go to the E minor, you're going to... And when you go to the C... So he's going to do that on each and every chord, okay? So let's get into it, and the most important thing here is the picking pattern, okay? It's a cross-picking pattern, so, you know, even if you're not a huge Radiohead fan, it's a great thing to practice on guitar. I'm a big fan of cross-picking, okay? So we're on the A minor chord, and we're going to break down the picking one at a time. So right out the chute, your pinky's going to be on that 2nd string on the 3rd fret, even though you're forming an A minor chord. You don't have to have that finger on right away, but if you do, it doesn't hurt. I kind of played it a little bit both ways. So, all right, so the first thing you're going to do is you're on the A string or the 5th string, 2nd from the top, and you're going to do 2 downstrokes right to the next string. And then you're going to swing down to the bottom string with an upstroke, and you're going to do straight alternate picking right up to the end. So that little pattern right there is going to repeat. You're on the bottom string, the 1st E string, upstroke, skip a string, go to the G string, then swing back to the 2nd string, the B string, upstroke, and then back to the G string again with a downstroke. So you're going... Okay, then you let go of the pinky and you do the same thing again. Then you let go of the 1st finger, do the same thing again. So when you get to that open B string, the best thing to do, I think, on that is go up, up, down, up. Okay? Let me do that real slow. Up, down, up. So we've got those 2 notes out the chute, and then we get right into the pattern that we were just working on. And then we move to an E minor chord. Now, you're going to do exactly the same thing, okay? The only difference is the first 2 notes are across the top 2 strings, the 6th string and the 5th string. But the rest of the pattern is exactly the same. Fingers in the same place, same picking in the right hand, the whole bit. And then back to the A minor chord. And then we move to the C chord, the infamous C chord. Again, it's the same thing. You're still doing the pinky action on the B string and to the 1st fret and open, but it's across a C chord now. But it's a 5-string chord as well, so the picking is exactly the same as what we did on the A minor, meaning you're starting from the 5th string and moving forward from there. Exact same thing, okay? And then we move back to E minor. Each of those chords goes 1 time. Back to A minor. 2 times. Then move back to C again, E minor, and you start the whole thing over again, okay? So it's 4 times on A minor, 2 times on E minor, back to 2 times on A minor, C, 1 time, E minor 1 time, A minor twice, then C again 1 time, E minor 1 time, and the whole thing starts over. Okay, so let's talk about the other guitar part, the counterpart or the melody that comes in about 2:20 in the song. So this goes over the top of the chords and everything else that's going on, and it's not too difficult to play, but man, it sounds really good against those chords, okay? So we'll slice it up because it doesn't sort of literally repeat, you know? There's a lot of variation to this, so let's just start with the first one, okay? The first melody. So that's pretty easy and straightforward and pretty self-explanatory on the tab. So let's move to the second melody. And then we move to the next line. And you can mix up the fingering there if you want. I think I actually probably did in the performance video, but again, that one is. And then right into the next line, okay? We'll just kind of move through them one at a time. And the next one's similar to what you've already played, but it goes like so. With that last note gone. And then we move right into again, pretty self-explanatory on the tab. These are all pretty easy lines to play, but again, they sound really nice against those chords. And then we close it out with so I'll do that last one slow as well. All right, so there you go. Fade Out from Radiohead, or Street Spirit, whatever you like to call it. And I hope you've enjoyed the lesson, and hope to see you soon.